Karen. I'm Andrew's mother. I'm 62 years old now. No spring chicken anymore. And I'm trying to learn what I can about ADHD because of Andrew's recent diagnosis. We're trying to understand a bit more. As a child, we always found him very difficult to handle, and nothing would work. So if someone suggested we talk to him quietly, we did, but it didn't work. If someone suggested a punishment, we tried it. It didn't work. We just could never get to the bottom of it. Destructive behavior, defiant behavior. I could also use the term non-conformity. Why do I use the term non-conformity? We go to Mass. You're expected to try and sit still. If you go to, I don't know, if I've got a pencil, I'm expected to write with it, not to try and break it. You know, he would look at me with this pencil like this, and I'd say, Andrew, you're going to break it. And he'd say, he wouldn't say anything, but he would just break it. And tell him, Andrew, you shouldn't have done that. It's not the right thing to do. But we could never get through to him, ever. Made things very difficult because very often I felt that I failed as a person, as a parent. When he was about 4 or 5, I should think, I could see that there's something off. And I had taken him to, I believe, the only child psychologist at the time. And this psychologist told me, why? What does he do? And explained a few things. And this person told me, well, he's just an ordinary little boy. I go, why shouldn't he do that? And well, okay, well, he's an ordinary little boy. Why shouldn't he do that? But I'm telling him it's wrong. And I explained why it's wrong and why he shouldn't be doing it. I'm not commanding him, just stop. And he wasn't a foolish child. He was a very intelligent boy. And you know, he showed me this with his picture box when he was 2, and I'd cover the pictures, he'd read the words. He was really intelligent. So I could imagine that if I spoke to him and said, listen, this is wrong, he would understand. And I'd say why he shouldn't bite a child or why he shouldn't do it. And this person told me, no, I think you should be letting him do what he wants to, because after all, he's a little boy. Then that really put me down. When he was a little older, started junior school, we started having problems at school. One teacher said, she was a friend, and she was a very nice woman, but she told me, I used to have to tie him to the chair to keep him still. If I stopped him from doing something, he might have reluctantly stopped. But another day he might not. So there was always this doubt as to how to handle him, how to understand him, how to help him, how to go about things.
I think the one thing I would definitely have communicated was, hey, look, I am not getting this. I don't know how to explain to you, but I am not getting this. Please, I don't know, let's try find another way of going about it. The thing was that, you know, being called intelligent, being called smart, I used to shy away from having to ask about the obvious. Why shouldn't I be biting a kid? Because technically no smart person goes biting kids. So automatically I would be scared to ask, you know, that question to help me understand better.
It could be me as well, because I realize now through finding out things that most probably I have ADHD too, and that's where I got it from. But I mean, when I look back to how I was as a child and how I am now, you know, but maybe that's why we were always clashing. We were too alike. Yes, definitely, and I feel very angry. I feel very angry that when I tried to seek help, it wasn't picked up. As we said, maybe there wasn't all the knowledge. Because later on, when he was in school, as he grew older, I think before he was a teenager, though, probably about 11, 12, we joined a group through the school where we would have monthly meetings to discuss problems in bringing up children and trying to solve, you know, getting around something. For example, one thing was how hard it was to wake him up in the morning for school. Now, I already find it very hard to wake up, so you can just imagine me, half drunk, trying to wake him up. You know, and they said, well, why not have an alarm clock, his own alarm clock? So we bought him an alarm clock for his birthday or for Christmas, I don't know what, a nice digital one with a radio, and it didn't help. And we discussed many problems, and yet they still didn't pick it up. It makes me feel angry because our lives would have been so much better, all of us. His father's, mine, his, and his sister's. At the same time, now, very controversially, I feel slightly avenged. Mummy was right.
I always used to feel misunderstood. I never used to understand why I'm being corrected. I would never understand why my behavior was wrong. And that always left me feeling like everyone was against me. The thing is, at the end of the day, I just had to bow my head and, you know, take it all in, and accept it, so to speak. But it really used to push down my self-esteem quite a bit.
And if you feel your child needs support in some way, no matter what it means, get it, even if it means a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Unfortunately, when I was much younger, when we were all much younger, there was a terrible stigma about it, but I've got over that.
Listen to your kids. If you see any behavior which is not normal, you know, seek help. And actually, something I wish to add: kids of maybe an age that maybe are flicking through social media, if you do come across any content and it is something that relates to you, or I don't know, you see something at school, some video, and you see that you can really relate to it, speak to your parents, because at the end of the day, now it may not affect you, but in future, this thing could blow out of proportion and ruin your whole life at the end of the day. Well, I can definitely say that my mom's very creative and loves to learn different things. So that's definitely something which I definitely enjoy. Something which I get to enjoy myself. Now that I have ADHD, rather than suppressing certain creative thoughts that may be too out of the box, I will just go ahead and share them if I feel I could. Because at the end of the day, no idea is a stupid idea, I guess.
Exactly, he's right. I'm the same.